Where do I look at him?
Oh, yeah, that would be great.
Okay, I think it's so important. You know, one, it's so important to show the community support of the police department and vice versa. And that's what I've been preaching all along for this past year. It's about reaching out to the community, building relationships with them. And then we have, it's so fitting because we have our Citizen Police Academy who's going to graduate tonight after 12 weeks. They basically donated their own time to come learn about the police department. And you know, we had Geico who sponsored that for us, which was great. So it saved us a lot of money on our end to do a lot of public relations, you know, operations that we do. And tonight they're going to graduate, and they're going to be, you know, what I mean, they're going to carry that sense of pride to be associated with the police department. And I'm thrilled to be able to do that, to, you know, to give them that feeling, and now they can act basically as ambassadors of the police department and set some of the citizens straight that might not have the knowledge that they have about the goings on inside of the agency and about what we deal with on the street. So it's really a way to you know, educate and train people and tell them that we're all here for each other. It's not the police department that's going to solve all your problems. It's all of us working together solving our problems. And that's what you see, the public support here. The people are going to come out here tonight and see the department. It's our way basically of throwing the public a big party, saying, hey, let's come out, let's have a good night together. No crime, no nothing, let's not worry about it.
How many people will graduate from Citizen Police?
31 people.
Right. Yeah. And given the interaction of the public and the police department, have you determined there's a need for another set of classes?
Absolutely. What my plans are to absolutely run another Citizen Police Academy and continue on with these Citizen Police Academies throughout the time that I'm the police chief, because I see they're so important. Because number one, it gives the police officers in the department a way. Basically, they get to blow their own horn, if you would. They get to go out there and show off what they're proud of doing every single day. And that's a good experience for the police officers and the supervisors that give these classes. And it gives them, you know, the people in the audience see their passion for the job and see what they do. And it really sets people straight, because there's a lot of misconceptions out there about law enforcement. You know, where people think that we sit in donut shops and eat donuts all day. That's certainly not the case. So, as far as I'm concerned, as long as I'm the police chief, from the responses that I've gotten from the people, the citizens that attended this, they loved it. And you know, we didn't have anybody fall out of the class, which in other words, somebody didn't say, oh, I'm sick of going to that, or I don't want to go to that. These people maintain the interest. They came from all around the city of Scranton, and I'm certain that they have a lot of friends now that say, you know, we want to go, you know, we want to go into the next Citizen Police Academy when we get a chance.
Great. Talk to me about some of the things that are featured here tonight.
Some of the things that are featured here tonight. We got quite a few different tents set up here. We have ITT, who's up there, who's given, they're doing swabs for children. Remember, we used to do the fingerprints, now we're doing DNA swabs. So ITT from Dunmore's up here. University of Scranton is going to be up here also with the tent. Different businesses had donated different baskets that will be raffled off. And then maybe later you'll see me appear over in the dunk tank, which is usually a big money maker. And any money that is made here goes directly into the community, and up the community side of, you know, the neighborhood groups, the crime watch organizations, to help get them started, to help continue, you know, further events like this, like next year's National Night Out. Right. All the money that we make here, it's not like it's going to the police department where we're all going to throw a big party for ourselves. We're going to make this money, and we're going to use it to support the different community projects that the crime watch groups have and the neighborhood groups have. And, you know, I really have a positive feeling, and I believe that we're going to have a very strong turnout tonight, even with the threat of the possible weather going bad. I think we're going to have a strong turnout tonight because, you know, all these people are going to be proud to graduate. And it's a good feeling for me to be able to give them that certificate after they donated their time like that. And they enjoyed it so much, you know, and they got to know a lot of our officers. And just, you know, and what happens is when you educate a group of people like that, when they see a patrol car drive by, in their mind, it's their favorite instructor that just drove by. It's their favorite supervisor that just drove by. So, you know, they know that we're going to be out there doing the best we can always for them, but we need their support also in providing us information. And that's what goes on with the theme of be part of the solution. And this is a prime example. This is part of the solution. You know, everything it's a constant, ongoing process. It's a never-ending cycle, and that's what we have to focus on.
I think that covers everything I need.
Now you ran out of tape because I just
No.
What time is everything going on for
Well,
the graduation?
right now they're getting the band situated for the national anthem.
Okay.
That's going to be sung, and once that's sung, we're going to have all the graduates come up. We're going to do the graduates then, and then Lieutenant Nemeka will announce when the canine demonstration is done. People love the canines. They love watching the canines work, and we have a phenomenal group of canines. Another thing too, this canine run is coming up, the 5K for the canines.
When?
That's coming up September 24th, and tomorrow's our final meeting for it. It's going to be in downtown Scranton on September 24th. And then, like for instance, last year we were able to raise $12,000 for the canines,
Right.
which freed
And you
up
purchased a new
$12,000.
dog.
And we purchased a new dog. They got equipment for their vehicles to make sure that the vehicles don't overheat with the dogs in there. They got the buttons to open the doors remotely with the dogs. They got so much equipment, training, and an additional dog because of the 5K for the canine run last year. I didn't have to pay for that out of any of the city's budget, so it was perfect. They were self-sufficient, and they're selling their own shirts today too, which is going to go directly towards the canine unit. So they're going to have their own clothing line, if you would, which is a good thing, you know. And we also have to be part of the solution shirts up there too.
So you've got everything. You've got everything.
We got a little bit of everything, and our SOG team is up here, Special Operations Group. Our bomb unit, Scranton Fire Department's they're gonna cut a vehicle in half. They're gonna do some interesting things, and they have the smokehouse up there, and we're gonna have a pretty good night.
We got Scranton Fire Department. We got a bunch of different tents up there, and later on, between 8 and 9 o'clock, I'm going to be up at the dunk tank. So if anybody wants to throw a couple balls and dunk me, feel free to do so. Not for the officers in the department, just for anybody else. But anyway, what I am to do now is I'm going to ask Kathleen McGuigan and Geico. She was the park sponsor in the Citizen Police Academy this year. To come up here, please. The Citizen Police Academy was 12 weeks long. We had 32 people in the class, and there are people from all over Scranton. One snuck by us, and she came from Taylor, but I got my eye on her. But at any rate, it was a great class, and they all had a lot of fun, and I'm very happy that they came to our police department and they enjoyed themselves, because I had a lot of positive feedback, and I want to thank you. I want to thank Kathleen publicly here. Thank you very much. And all the books, everything was donated by Kathleen. It was tremendous, and it really saved us a lot. Thank you. Now, for the big night, I'm going to call everybody up here from the Citizen Police Academy. I'm going to call your name out, and if you could come up and I'll present you your certificate. And I want to thank everybody right up front from the Citizen Police Academy from my heart. Thank you so much for everything you guys have done. And I've received a lot of information from people in the class already, which led to some arrests, which is good stuff, okay? So they are part of the solution, no doubt. Thank you. Okay, Anne Marie Saloni.